Welcome back, everyone. As most of you know, iOS 15 is about to come out officially in about a week and a half, probably less than that. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you have an older iPhone, including an iPhone, probably even like an iPhone 11 or older, I would probably recommend not installing iOS 15 officially when it first comes out. I would highly recommend waiting until like iOS 15.0.2 or a little bit even later than that for Apple to fix those specific issues that typically happen early on with iOS. Now, what does that mean? Well, typically, whenever a new iPhone comes out, Apple releases that software right after, and this can end up hurting a lot of iPhones, whether you realize it or not. Almost every single iOS 15 update I've installed on all these older iPhones, and it's not perfect. It's definitely been a lot more stable than I thought, but there's been a lot of issues that arise, and it's no fault to Apple. They're not trying to do this on purpose, but these newer softwares are specifically tuned for these newer iPhones. They're not looking at an iPhone success and basing their whole entire iOS just based off that. They're primarily looking at some of the latest iPhones, probably the iPhone 13 even, and the iPhone 12s and the iPhone 11s, and they're kind of basing their iOS on that. And the older the generation you go, the more and more problems you're going to have, especially when it comes down to like the 6S, the 7s, the 8s. To give you some perspective, last year I installed iOS 14, the latest version, on my iPhone 11 Pro, and I had an amazing experience on iOS 13 on that phone. But then when I installed iOS 14, the very first version on that 11 Pro, my battery life went down, and it was overall a weird experience. And I'm glad that I switched over to my 12 Pro because it did give me a more stable experience on iOS 14. But definitely iOS 13 on the 11 Pro was a much better experience. So especially if you have an older iPhone, starting with the iPhone 11 onward, but even with an iPhone 12, I would probably recommend not installing that version of software, the next one, when it first comes out. It's going to be a lot of issues, it's going to be a lot of bugs. Even though it's been through a lot of betas, you're going to be better off in a better situation if you install, just maintain iOS 14. Don't go to iOS 15 yet. Don't install the betas, but I would probably recommend waiting until like iOS 15.0.1, 15.0.2, until Apple fixes those issues, and then I would recommend updating. So stick with iOS 14, and to be honest, there's really nothing super crazy with iOS 15 that you can't already do with iOS 14. There's a couple things here and there, but to be honest, it's really not that big of an update either, so you're pretty much set if you just stay on, the specific version of iOS you're on now, 14.7.1. So that's pretty much all you have to do at that point. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out till then.